Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks again for joining me here. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Taking a quick look here again at Solana, double checking some important key level supports and resistances. And if we take a quick look at my previous playout chart here from earlier for Solana, we can see we were expecting the price to come up to this 180, 190 range to fulfill that Elliott wave here. Again, there's also some liquidation at the 182 to 184 range, so that has since been swept. There's not a lot really left going on here. The thing that is left and what's awesome is our trading bot. Take a look at this here. BNB, Chainlink, Litecoin, awesome scalps there. And if we take a look here as well, super happy about this. 1 hour and 15 minutes, Caspa 21%, and AVAX, we took a trade there 3 days ago. We're upwards about 47%. Sorry, 43.7. Awesome stuff, though. Again, congrats to my community, and thank you so much for the awesome feedback. Let's quickly look at the liquidation levels now. This is the last 7 days. Not a whole heck of a lot. Nobody, very few people are shorting now. They're finally getting the hint. They probably got destroyed all the way up, and they're sick and tired of getting wrecked. So I would not consider shorting Solana ever, for starters, but specifically right now, it doesn't make a ton of sense. Again, you got to keep in mind, Ethereum took off earlier. Again, a lot of that's kind of like the speculation of the spot, being like 75% versus 25%. But if you're not familiar with that, if that ends up getting approved, Ethereum is probably going to continue to surge, or this is the buy the rumor, sell the news situation. No matter how you look at it, when ETH takes off, altcoins follow. That's generally the concept there. So we're seeing a ton of altcoins taking off here. Obviously, it's Bitcoin that's calling the shots, don't get me wrong. But that Ethereum news really helped a lot too. And once again, Solana, the ETH, similar networks there, so to speak. So again, cool stuff there. This is the last 12 hours of liquidation. We can see some late shorts about 188 barely surviving there. Okay, so just the key takeaway here is don't short this coin. There is liquidation below the price action, but that doesn't matter too much right now. Okay, I don't think we're going to see the price come down super hard. If it does, we'll talk about that. In fact, why don't we draw out some new fib levels here, just so we get perspective on this current run, so we understand specifically how far the price could pull back. I generally don't like to draw out fib levels this early, but we're about 15-20 minutes away from the candlestick closing for the daily, so I feel comfortable with that, right? So just keep in mind when you do end up closing, drawing out fib levels, it helps to do so when candlesticks are closed, not just barely open, okay? Anyways, at this point, what we're seeing here is this 0.236 fib level working like a champ, okay? It was a previous resistance, turned new support. So if the price doesn't end up pulling back, that would be a likely target. And if we do see an ABC pattern, it's often going to hit fib levels, okay? Again, we got this 0.382 at about 168. We talked about 168 to 170 being a support range, turn resistance, turn support. That's going to work in our favor if the price ends up pulling back. So this is strictly hypothetical here. That's what we could see. Let's look at the daily time frame and see where we're at here. Quickly to note, on the daily, we can recognize that the price action is doing pretty dang well, okay? We're above all moving averages. Everything looks truly bullish. We're about to hit 70 in the RSI. That can be a common retracement area, but once we break through, if we do, we could see this stay up above there for a long time. I mean, I've seen RSI, look at this here. RSI, previous run from March 7th all the way to March 19th. That's like 12 days worth of continuation to the upside in that regard. So I'm not saying that once we break 70, the price is just going to take off forever, but we'll see the RSI stay above that level if we break it, okay? And that's positive because that's generally considered to be a favorable situation, right? I would venture to say here that this is favorable. That's essentially the 12 days that we saw when the RSI broke 70 last time on the daily. So just something to pay attention to. Okay, no guarantees, but statistical probabilities are higher that we break that level, we'll see a run. What we want to look at here on the 4 hour is that we've been over 70 in the RSI for quite a while now, okay? We've been above for about 8 hours. General rule of thumb, 1 to 3 days above the RSI on the 4 hour time frame. Having said all that, stochastic's still swinging up, money flow is high, MACD is converging. There's zero reason to consider shorting. Again, unless you just pay close attention to the market, don't just set it and forget it and short to zero. If you're going to take a short, be responsible. Watch it closely and actually be a real trader. Not saying it's unreal to set it and forget it, because I do that all the time. That's literally my job. What I'm getting at, though, is you shouldn't be swing trading a short position with Solana right now. That's a simple way to understand it. Okay? In other words, if you're going to short, hold on tight and make it quick and easy. Do not just walk away and set an order without any kind of stop loss. That's not the market we're in right now. Specifically, not a shorting market. All right, anyways, all that said, hourly time frame still bullish above all moving averages. We're still honoring this ascending trend line. And if we see TD sequential, we hit a 9 previously, consolidated for 5 hours, and we're back up to an 8. We've literally got 1 more hour before the price pulls back. So it would make sense for the price to retrace here in the relative near future. Just saying, in general, that's what's sensible. Does the market do what's sensible? No. We have a significant convergence here based on the Ichimoku cloud letting us know that we've got no less than 12 hours before we want to consider even closing our position. And what I mean by closing is just taking profits, right? You don't necessarily need to close the whole thing. You average in, you average out. It's the best way to secure profit, honestly, and it's just the most consistent. So those are all things that we're seeing here. I'm going to post a playout chart a little cleaner here soon on our Twitter, Telegram, Discord. I do post shorts on TikTok, Telegram, Twitter, and YouTube, of course, as well. So if you're kind of curious about that, I keep you up to date on those as well. So help grow the channel. Hit the like button. Greatly appreciate it. Do yourself a favor, too, as well. Join Big Unix, folks. These guys are awesome. Phenomenal exchange. Excellent rewards. Use my link to register. I recommend checking them out. They've been fantastic to our community. No KYC or VPN, folks. Have a good rest of the day. We'll see you again soon. Take care.